So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
For this guy, João Felix, Peter, freedom of movement is key. When he's at his most prolific and dangerous, he tends to drift out a lot, stretching defences and exploiting space. You wonder how much space he's going to be afforded here. I guess they'll be planning on shutting him down.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Quick look, then plays it in. Diogo Dalot simply refused to be outdone there. Vitinha. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Some really good ball movement. Out towards the flank. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the finish! Goal! Mexico! There is the breakthrough! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Number 9.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? First quarter of an hour gone. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nicely aimed pass. Shot could be on. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Bruno Fernandes. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Out to the right, and he's picked it up out wide. Very nicely done. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mexico were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Goes looking wide. It's a really well-measured ball. That's really well manoeuvred. He's got away, he's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bruno Fernandes. Foot in. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Stood up well to him there. There's the crossfield ball.
That's positional gold.
Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Oh, important interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a super give and go. Nice control. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a wide position. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Can he finish? And now they can spring out of defence. Spread it left. Ruben Diaz deals with that comfortably. Ruben Diaz puts his foot on the gas. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Please welcome everyone, our lads. Substitution for Portugal, number 10, Bernardo Silva.
That gets things going for the second half.
On the field is number
Portugal
18,
can really do with some
Pedro
bigger
Neto.
names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That is good strength.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern...
Oh, what a... And it's hit the woodwork and again. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Portugal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Bruno Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? Pedro Neto. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Portugal still this single goal behind. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path. Face to face with the... Can he finish? And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Portugal have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Great vision, great ball, chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
(3-0), and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he's managed to get free. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. They get a throw in. He's in plenty of space here. He rises! Oh, taken with style! João Neves. That is a great pick out. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's shifting through the gears here. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Bruno Fernandes. "75 minutes played. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And this is Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
João Cancelo, who played through for the wide man. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And it's Cancelo. João Palhinha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Back into the middle. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Has a shot! Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bruno Fernandes for Pedro Neto. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now there's a fine ball. There's no flag. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. He's picked his way through. And it's made its way to him. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that's it. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information centre?